Hi, it's 10:45 on the 1st of November. Um, this video is going to be the first one that I in any way edit. That is not because I'm not trying to that I'm trying to edit any untruths out or anything like that. It's simply there's going to be a lot of hang time between stuff that happens, and I've already started recording one of these, and I've had to delete that recording to start again because something else has changed in the meantime. So there will be jump cuts, and I will say the time at the beginning of each segment so that because there won't be any sort of fade in, fade out, or at least I don't think there will be. Um, there will be um, it will just be a jump cut. You will know that time has passed. Uh, right. I tried calling the advocacy service that I phoned yesterday. Unfortunately, the guy was just gone into a meeting yesterday, didn't get a phone call back. So I chased them up this morning, and they took a load of details, um, which they didn't take yesterday, and they're going to pass it on to the advocacy service and try and call me back. So this could be another day wasted. But something happened just 15 minutes ago. Someone who runs a course called Preparing for Work at a local sort of voluntary sector provider um, obviously saw the video, the first video I did, and she was so worried about me that just over 15 minutes ago I had a phone call from the local mental health team, community mental health team, because she was worried about how I am, and uh, the woman from the mental health team actually told me that although I didn't get a phone call back from my psychiatrist secretary yesterday, an appointment has been made for me. And I'm really lucky. It's the day before my assessment. It's 11 o'clock on the 9th of this month. That is unheard of. Um, and the lady I spoke to was also helpful. She's going to try and track down the information that I'm looking for. That the letter she's going to send me out. She's going to get a letter, the letter printed in case I don't get it in time. Um, or so I've got an extra copy to prove that I've got the appointment. It does mean that the clinic report won't be done in time. But the fact that I've had a recent appointment shows that I am still being seen by the psychiatrist service, which is more than I could hope for. I am going to try to see if she will see if he or she will let me take an audio recording so I can use that as evidence. Basically, the clinic notes. Um, so I don't know whether they'll let me, but it is about me. And as long as the doctor doesn't, as long as I cut off the identifying bit of the doctor, if they're if the psychiatrist, if they're really worried. The appointment isn't with my regular psychiatrist though, because he is. I can't remember what she said now. Is either he's too busy or he's not. at work at the moment. But the fact is, I've got the appointment. Still waiting to hear back on a couple of other people. Like I said, there are some people that I will have to give at least a day to try and sort something out for me. Like my former therapist, if the notes have if she's taken any notes and they haven't been sent to my psychiatrist, then I will have to give her today. She only works 2 days a week, so I will have to give her today at least to get back to me. If she hasn't, tomorrow I will start chasing her up. I will have to start chasing up other people as well. If I get a phone call, I will try and get it recorded. But the reason I had to scrap my last recording was because I forgot to mention to them that I was on camera at the time when I was doing the recording. Their voice would not be heard. You would not be able to identify them or the organisation I'm dealing with, because I don't want to bring down the wrath of any people who think they're not doing their best. And also I had to give all my personal details. That's name, address, telephone number, inside leg measurement, all the sort of stuff that you have to give. So I scrapped that. Next time, if the camera is running and I get a phone call, I will keep it running so that you see how the phone call affects me, whether it's good or bad news. I don't want this to be relentlessly horrible, which is why I decided to shoot this bit right now. I've had some really good news. It's very, very uncharacteristic that you could get an appointment this fast. I think they were worried because when I was on the phone to the leaving a message to the psychiatrist's secretary, that I was very teary, and maybe that speeded them up. But that's why I'm not getting the appointment with my regular psychiatrist. They are shunting me in somewhere, but that's more than I could have hoped for. So, in a way, sometimes there is good news. And the end of this process might be I get to keep my PIP, and that is good news. But it's the stress between getting the letter and getting that result. And then, if the result is a negative one and the PIP entitlement gets taken away from me, I will have to go through an appeal process, and I will continue doing these videos every day to catalogue what is going on. So there will be a jump cut because I will do a further bit of feedback a bit later on. Like I say, I will preface it with the time so that you know where the cut has come, and that is the reason. Time has passed. It's not I'm trying to edit out anything that is good news, because this whole first bit is good news. I'll see you later. Right, it's now 5:25 in the evening. I still haven't heard back from the therapist, my former therapist, who I was hoping to get hold of, and I still haven't heard anything from the advocacy service. As you can probably imagine, this is putting me under quite a serious amount of pressure, because time-wise, I've got just over a week to get this sorted, and unfortunately, these delays are not helping. So I had some relatively good news this morning, and now the rest of the day has gone not dramatically bad, but has gone not the way I'd hoped, given such a good start to the day. It's very worrying. because as I've previously said, my former therapist only works 2 days a week, a Tuesday and a Wednesday. So if I can't get hold of her this week, so if I can't get hold of her tomorrow, I've lost the entire week. And then as my assessment is next Thursday, if I can't get hold of her on either Tuesday or Wednesday next week, I may end up with not having that extra evidence to present at my assessment. So I am getting seriously worried now, and the same applies to the advocacy issue. Yes, as I've said before, my ex-wife is coming with me, God bless her, and I don't believe in God, so saying that is a big thing for me. She is fantastically willing to take time off to come and support me emotionally and more, with a great deal of moral support. Unfortunately, what I really need is someone who knows the system and can put the case from that point of view. I am looking through the vast amount of information that people have been throwing towards me, and I will be sharing that information with anyone who wants it. It was going to be in the box immediately below this on the YouTube channel, but because there's so much of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collate it, put it onto my written blog, and then put a link to the written blog on the box below the videos, so that people can get the help that has been offered to me, and that is information, advice, and useful links. Some of them are local, some of them are further afield, so it will be applicable to everyone who needs it, and I will be continuing to do that. So there will be one that will start off, and anyone who allows me to use their name as the credit for sending me the information or providing the link or whatever will have their name put on there, because I think that if someone offers you help, so long as they don't want it, so long as they don't want it to be anonymous, I think that if someone helps you out, you should help them out, or at least credit them with the help that they've given, as a thank you. So that's it for today. There's nothing more that can be done. So what I'm going to do is edit these two bits together. As I said, I'm doing this in two parts, and I will upload it, and I'll upload another one tomorrow if there's anything to report, because I'm not just going to come on and say nothing's happened, although I might, because it is supposed to be a daily journal of what goes on and the pressure it puts you under, so I might do it, I don't know. I'd be interested in your comments. Put it in the comments. Do you, if nothing has happened, do you want me to tell you? So I'll see you tomorrow, or next time there's something to report. Bye.